I'm Michael Jordan.
According to the official National Basketball Association website, Michael Jordan, also known by his initials MJ, is the acclaimed greatest basketball player of all time, who popularized the NBA around the world in the 80s and 90s, becoming a global cultural icon in the process. At present, Jordan still holds the highest PER, or player efficiency rating, in NBA history, holding a number of 27.91, succeeded by Lebron James with a 27.39 rating. Michael's sustained excellence by reputation and analytics has been very difficult to argue against. Jordan has 10 scoring titles, 5 league MVPs, and 6 NBA Finals. He was also recognized as the first player ever to win an NBA MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same season. Jordan was the only guard in NBA history to have a record of 200 steals and 100 blocks in one season. In this video, you will learn how Michael Jordan became the greatest NBA player of all time. Welcome to Lifehack Academy. On this channel, we study the habits and routines of successful people, world-class performers and athletes, hoping to make better versions of ourselves each day. Before we get into it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and click on the notification bell icon. He wasn't a good basketball player as a teenager. In 1982, Michael Jordan was just a regular teenager who wrote to his mother to ask for stamps and money. Michael wasn't even an exceptional player at his basketball team from the University of North Carolina just yet. Despite his mediocre performance, Michael made it known to his friends and family that he had a lofty ambition of becoming the greatest basketball player of all time, and that working hard to get better each day was the key. Jordan would play 3 seasons at UNC first, before being selected by the Bulls with the 3rd overall pick of the 1984 NBA draft. He was driven to become better each day. When Michael Jordan went to UNC, the impression of people around him was far from that of a player who would reach the Hall of Fame and someday earn a $2.1 billion net worth. In an interview, UNC head coach Dean Smith even commented that Michael was inconsistent as a freshman, but was one of the most competitive players they've had in their drills. He further added that Jordan's work ethic always stood out, wanted to get better, and had that driving passion to achieve that goal. The freshman Michael told then-assistant coach Roy Williams, who is now UNC's head basketball coach, that he wanted to become the greatest player at UNC at that time. He couldn't turn it off. Assistant coach Roy Williams was amazed at how Jordan got better and better in the next 3 years, and was astonished at his ability to keep up an insane work ethic coupled with a desire to become a better player. Williams said, "He never freaking turned it off." Michael's teammates at UNC were also shocked at his performance and motivation as they watched him continue to practice after school when the rest of the team have already headed home. According to a former UNC teammate, they would all have 2.5 hours of intense practice and would be exhausted, and Michael would be pushing them to get back on the floor to play a one-on-one game with anyone. He was a sponge. He listened a lot and learned a lot. Jordan, on a regular basis, kept on challenging James Worthy, his UNC teammate, to an extra practice work in the court, as the latter was UNC's best player in 1982, and wanted to learn a lot from him. Worthy said that Jordan was soaking up information from every game that they've had, consistently upgrading the raw talent that he already had. Worthy also mentioned that even though he was the better player and even went to have a Hall of Fame career, Jordan eventually surpassed him in the following years. Another UNC teammate commented that Jordan got the respect of the team because he was like a sponge. He listened a lot, learned a lot, and competed a lot. He remains calm and focused under pressure. By the end of Michael Jordan's freshman season, he had gained enough knowledge and skills to the point that he started becoming comfortable stepping into the national spotlight. In 1982, UNC won in the NCAA National Championship against powerhouse Georgetown when Jordan calmly sank the game-winning shot as the time expired on the game clock. Jordan was calm all throughout the game and even told ESPN that he was young and had no time to be nervous Despite the success he's achieved, Jordan didn't stop training to become better, resulting in a considerable improvement of his skills between his freshman and sophomore year at UNC. He has a legendary work ethic. Michael once said that from the first day of practice, his mentality has always been going after the team leader. I'm going to be going after him, and I'm not going to do it with my voice because I had no voice, I had no status, and I had to do it with the way that I played. Jordan's intense work ethic has been hailed as legendary, as the former teammates often recount how he competed hard in practice just as he did in actual games. He is one of the biggest brand influencers. Jordan's greatest accomplishments included 6 NBA Finals Most Valuable Player awards, 10 scoring titles with both having all-time records, and 5 MVP awards to name a few. Nike also paid him an estimated $1.3 billion since 1984, and at the end of 2019, the Nike Air Jordan brand was worth $3 billion, with Michael, or his Airness, earning over $1.3 billion of that sum. Jordan's laser-like focus and immense work ethic has painted his life with a movie-like quality of a career story. Larry Schwartz from ESPN wrote that Michael's fame and skill were intertwined, and that he had the rarest of gifts, which was the ability to transcend the sport. His day started and ended with basketball training. On a daily basis, Michael would start his day by going to the court and taking 40 minutes of conditioning in the dome, which included stretching, running, and a few hoops. After this morning exercise, he would go to a movie set to shoot a film or attend a business meeting, and by lunchtime, he'd be working out with weights for about an hour and a half. After working out, Jordan would go back to the movie set to continue shooting films, which finishes at 7 p.m. From 7:30 to 10 in the evening, he would play basketball non-stop in the dome. The legendary Breakfast Club. When Jordan's teammates started a 30-day solo strength and conditioning project, Michael transformed this into a legendary breakfast club where he and his crew gathered and worked out at his Highland Park, Illinois mansion between 5 to 7 in the morning. The gig, which was made up of himself, Scottie Pippen, Ron Harper, Randy Brown, and a few other friends, lasted for 15 years without fail, whether it was a practice day or a game day. Grover said in an interview that Jordan was gathering everyone every single morning with the purpose of getting them on the same page and getting them always prepared. Michael said that the Breakfast Club was a mindset more than a workout, and that he wanted his team to be prepared more than anyone else. His diet and training was phenomenal. To fuel his insane training routine, Jordan was extra cautious about what he puts in his body and only ate when he felt hungry. In a 1996 Chicago Tribune profile, it was revealed that Jordan mostly ate a good-sized breakfast, which was his biggest meal of the day, followed by drinking a fitness shake mid-morning mostly comprised of Gatorade and protein, a light sandwich for lunch, another fitness shake in the afternoon comprised of blended meat, and a very light dinner comprised of pasta or vegetables paired with meat. Jordan said that his whole life has always been about being the best basketball player he could ever be, and had absolute tunnel vision where everything was channeled toward that goal. Michael also received additional workout training to increase his strength and power when Grover noticed he was getting pushed around on the courts by the Detroit Pistons. So this was how Michael Jordan earned the reputation as the greatest basketball player of all time. Hopefully you liked this video and found value in this content. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn the notification on, and I will see you on the next video.